This is a pretty nice hotel room. That is a massive bed. G'day ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Draw with Jazza. I'm Jazza and I'm here in San Diego. I've been here for Adobe Max at the Convention Center and this is my last day here. I've asked for a late checkout, so I have a couple of hours left and I want to take this time to have a bit of fun, do a bit of drawing. Now you guys know me by now and wherever I go, my art supplies go as well. So I have loads of drawing stuff, a sketchbook, my Cintiq companion and all that stuff. So I could definitely make the sort of stuff that you're used to seeing or something a little higher quality, but you know what? I thought, let's have a bit of fun. I want to see what I can make using only art supplies I can improvise with that are a part of my hotel room. Could I make something cool if I didn't bring any of my drawing stuff, any of my sketchbooks, pencils, or Cintiq companions or anything like that? I'm gonna call this the Hotel Room Art Challenge, trademark pending, and I wanna see if you guys ever travel and forget your art stuff or wanna have a bit of a challenge. I wanna see what you can create limited to your hotel art supplies. A common excuse people have for not creating art or not trying is because they don't have the right supplies. And the point of challenges like this and cheap art supply challenges is to say you don't need some fancy art supplies or sketchbooks or Copic markers. They're cool and fun, but you can use things around you, you can improvise, and you can have fun with art. So I'm gonna scout around my hotel room and maybe even go down to like the cafe in the lobby or something, see what I can bring up, put together, and make some art. First off, from the cafe, I got some random ketchup and mayonnaise packets. I doubt I'll use them, but it's there in case I need to. I also have some chopsticks, which I might use for application. And then of course some napkins, which may be useful for dabbing or something. This was a surprise to me, and to be honest, one of my favorite finds. Earplugs. Consider them sort of like nibs. I could use these to potentially sort of dab and spread and apply things, because I'm intending to work with some wet mediums, almost as if I have watercolor, and I don't have brushes. This is a cheap hotel pen, got to be one of the more essential yet predictable items. This is just a hotel coffee packet, so I'm thinking of breaking this open and sort of testing it out. There are a few spare coffee packets, so if I need more or need to mix it differently, I can do that. So I have some cups that I can play around with just to experiment, and I have some tea bags just in case they have some interesting colors that I can use as well. Toilet paper, definitely essential for at least one thing, maybe a number 2 thing, if you know what I mean. And this is one that caught me by surprise and I almost missed, but then I realized is probably one of the more valuable things that I could be using in this challenge. Because I'm working with wet mediums and I have a time limit, this hairdryer could be really useful to really help the material sort of dry up as I go. And then last but not least, we have paper. Now this is one that was going to be quite difficult because I was almost resigned to using this, which who knows, I still may use, but this is just the cheap hotel notepad. The paper's really thin. On the front side of all the paper, there's this writing, but the back side is blank. So I was thinking of just using that back side, even though you can still see the writing shows through a bit. But there were some random sort of promo cards up here. One of them is plain white on the back. It's a nice and thick card, but the surface is smooth, which isn't great for wet mediums. However, this card, which is, what's this? Some sort of missing must-haves card, I don't know. This has got a much softer texture and something I really think that the wet mediums will work well in. The problem is there's only one. And if I make a mistake, I'm in trouble. So I may save this and might even use my notepad to test, to sort of do a sketch on and then go to my card just so I know what I'm working with. And then of course I do have some tissues for, yeah. I started off by trying to find the most effective solutions using some of these materials, like mixing the coffee in and outside of the bag, also brewing the different teas, and then trying each of them on paper to see both how they go down, how much color and saturation they have, and how they absorb. Next, I wanted to become familiar with them in the context of each other, so I played around with the pen and the different wet mediums on a spare piece of paper and tried to get an idea for how I would best be able to use them. I started off without an idea as to what I'd be drawing, but after using the textures and mediums, I knew I'd be using sepia tones and it would be a little bit gritty. I thought it'd be pretty cool to draw a barbarian in a battlefield, so still using my testing paper, I started to sketch out some blocking and character poses to see what I liked and what I didn't. When I was happy with the general idea, I moved on to my fancy single piece of paper. I started building my illustration with some sketches and rough blocking of the character, slowly adding details of anatomy, and then eventually solidifying the silhouette and adding in the final details of both the face, hair, and then the clothing. From here I started to expand through the paper, adding some different figures and silhouettes. Then I wanted to add a little bit of scope to the scene, so I drew the silhouette of a character in the foreground, as well as a sword in the ground and mountains far in the distance with smoke rising from them. Then slowly but surely, layer by layer, I added the coffee to the paper. I built up the coffee layer by layer, adding depth and saturation, and then finished off by adding the thick and gritty coffee mix and then adding some tomato ketchup for a bit of a bloodstain effect. Thanks so much for watching, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you enjoyed this video. I had a lot of fun making it and doing the art, and if you want to see more, make sure to subscribe if you haven't, and like and share if you enjoyed the video. As I mentioned at the start of the video, I was here for Adobe Max, so if you're interested in checking out all the activities, cool stuff that I saw and heard and did there, make sure to check out the playlist on my vlog channel, Daily Jazza. The link is in the card and in the description. It is, of course, thanks to Adobe that I'm here in this cool hotel room and got to go to and speak at Max, so huge thanks to them. They're an amazing channel sponsor. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys. I do have to get going because I'm well past checkout time, so I hope I don't get in trouble. Until next time, I'll see you later. Thanks for watching. Make sure to subscribe to my channel for new content every week. If you want to support my work and get some goodies for yourself, head over to my store for archives, ebooks, digital brushes, video courses, and more. If you enjoyed this video, here's a link to another video you might like from this channel. And if you want even more, make sure to check out all my behind the scenes action on my vlog channel, Daily Jazza. Draw with Jazza is proudly sponsored by Adobe. Join the Creative Cloud today and get loads of incredible creative tools like Photoshop, Animate, Premiere Pro, and other apps for your computer or mobile device. That's it for now. Thanks for joining the arty party, and until next time, I'll see you later.